How you doing, folks out there today? You know, it's a little sad weekend this weekend. You know, we had to mourn the loss of a great singer, someone who I thought just had probably one of the nicest voices I've ever heard. And, of course, I'm talking about Miss Whitney Houston. Terrible, terrible, terrible tragedy. And, of course, this weekend was her burial services in New Jersey. But I have to tell you, there's been something bothering me a lot about it. And it has been bothering a lot of other people about it when you go online. And what I'm talking about is a lot of people are upset over the American flag flying at half-staff. And it's pretty touching to me. I'm very bothered by it. As you can see, I have my Marine Corps book out. Both my wife and I are veterans. My wife served in the United States Army, and of course I'm, the URA, United States Marine Corps. And I got to be honest with you. I couldn't believe it when I first started hearing this about they're going to fly the flags at half-staff. I personally always thought it was reserved for the fallen, or heads of state, or state troopers, or maybe officers. There's been a lot of times where I would be driving and I would come home and I would say to my wife, honey, did something happen? Did somebody die or whatever? Because the flags are being flown at half-staff. And then I'd go online and I'd see that maybe there was a person from the state that I live in who was killed in Afghanistan or some kind of war. So, I was always, believing in showing the respect like that. But I thought it was reserved for the people like that. But I'll tell you, some of these celebrities, some of these singers, and, the Hollywood, the direction that some of them choose to go in life, that was an honor. To fly the flags at half-staff, and for that to be done in this particular situation, I am bothered by it. And if I could give my opinion about it, it was definitely the wrong thing to do. It's sad that people take that path. Whether it's drinking, drugs, or it's all over the place, and it's a sad state of affairs. Things, when you get to know people who are like that, or they've been known to do things like that, and then there's the time when they die. It's a tragedy in itself, but to fly the flags at half-mast for it, bad move. I have got to say, I am very troubled and bothered by it. And when we start giving Hollywood, respect like that, I personally find it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. We reserve this right, and it's a bad move. And I just want to give you my opinion on it. I know it's a touchy subject. But I'm sorry, and I don't agree with it. Thank you for tuning in to whatareyoukiddingme.net.